Hello,
So,
guys. Today we have a story from this guy named John Woo, or no, Jin Woo. Bought a PS5 for. He saw a PS5 on Facebook for like way cheaper than you would expect someone to resell a PS5. Like, he didn't say the price, but let's just say it was like I don't know, $300, maybe less than that. Um, but yeah, he saw that and he talked to the lady selling it on the phone, and she was so happy to get rid of the PS5. Like she was like, just take it, dude, I don't want it. And so he went to go pick up the PS5 a while later, and a guy opens the door, and the guy's like well, he asked him, Jinwoo, he's like, why are you selling this thing for so cheap? And the guy goes like, oh, well, my wife wanted to get rid of it. It turns out women can tell the difference between a PS5 and an air purifier, like an air filter. So it's just like, I have so many questions. Like, first of all, how were you planning on hiding that, playing on that, with her still thinking it was an air purifier? And my second question is, why would you try that? Like,
well,
it's
I
everywhere.
think
You can see commercials of PS5. People know what that thing looks like. Like, she's not
I don't
stupid.
know. If you asked my mom or pops if they knew what a PS5 looked like, they probably would say, fuck fine now.
Oh yeah, I mean, not everyone would know,
And
but
it sounds like these are old, it's a married couple. So you could assume, you know, they might be middle-aged, and I would say middle-aged people don't tend to play video games as
yeah,
much.
right.
I mean, I think they still do, but it's
They
kind of
do.
like a middle-aged woman in her like mid-30s or 40s,
Yeah, right.
and her husband is kind of like casually games and is like, oh, I want to buy this shit. And he tries to say, well, she won't let me. It's so expensive. She won't let me buy this shit. So then when he, I guess he thought this might work, and turns out they'll, that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I guess. And like, does she just not like video games?
It might
Like,
just be how much money he spent on it, and the idea he's like, you spent this money without telling me. Get rid of that
yeah,
shit.
maybe.
Fucking gone. Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking maybe this dude is. I mean, who knows? Maybe this guy is like addicted. Maybe he like really has a serious gaming problem, and she's just like, all right, we're not having games. Like, I don't know. That's what I was thinking. So he's like, I'm just gonna tell her it's an air purifier. I'm just gonna come home one day with the fucking air filter for no reason and not tell my wife. Like, she's just gonna be like, what is that? Oh, it's an air filter. It's like, why did you randomly buy an air filter without telling me? And he's like,
It-
what the...
Probably someone who didn't know much about games, and he probably, just plays them and keeps it like somewhat of a secret, or does it when she's not around.
I guess. I guess so.
And
I feel like she'd eventually find out, though.
I can see it because some couples, they're like, especially with people that play video games, someone that doesn't. You have one person that's like, what are you doing? Spend time with me. Don't play that shit. Like, I'm tired of you.
Yeah. Some people are like that.
And maybe that's kind of how it was. And he just was trying to pull a fast one. And he's like, I'm going to buy this new shit. And she hates video games. So she won't let me buy it. So then he just lies and says, and it does. I could see where you could think you could get away with it.
No, yeah.
It probably puts off like mist or something. So she's probably looking at it like, why is this not putting out mist?
Also, it does. I'll be honest. It does kind of look like an air. It looks like a few household items. It kind of looks like a router, and it kind of looks like a air purifier, to be honest.
Can we put up pictures of shit that it looks like during this podcast?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that because it does honestly look like quite a few things, but I can kind of see her being like, okay, that's an air purifier for a little while. But I think air purifier, I may be wrong about this, but I think they're a bit bigger. I think air purifiers are like kind of big from what I've seen.
I mean, they all have steam though. That's
do
how
they?
Purifier. Yeah, they put off Steam and shit because we had the couple because I guess I'm thinking humidifier actually. Never mind, but you could call it a humidifier like that too.
Yeah, I mean, it almost fits the bill. It has because it has all these vents on it for cooling, and I can see someone looking at that and being like, "Oh yeah, that's circulate air, right?" Like,
yeah. So, I mean, he was smart to try it.
I guess so. I mean, I honestly I couldn't think of a better lie. I can't think of something else to say about that. So maybe maybe that guy's smarter than we think.
Well, obviously he's not because he got caught.
Yeah, he was gonna get caught eventually. That's what I don't understand. She was gonna find out that she was either gonna find out it's a PS5 or see you playing.
Yeah.
What?
And why do you have cords? Well, I guess the one good thing is you have a wireless control. There's pretty much no corded controllers in game systems anymore.
Yeah, right.
So.
Oh yeah, you'd have to hide the controllers. That's another thing.
But you could have it and then be like, "Oh, this is just TV," and then you're playing a game, and she's just like, "Oh, you're watching TV," and kind of hide the remote anytime they're around. I mean, it just seems like it would have been a lot of work to keep that lie up.
It would be, yeah.
Whole lot of work to keep that lie up. So I'm not sure.
It's just not worth it, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know if he had a contingency plan with that or not.
I don't know.
It seemed like it would have been worth it any way you put it. I do think it's funny how it said he bitterly told him he was pissed about it.
Yeah. That's so funny, but hey, Jin Woo got a cheap PS5. Who knows how much, but
you buy something and then your wife is like, you use this too much. It's starting to take away from our time together. So get rid of it. And then she sells it online, and then the motherfucker who's buying it comes up to your door, and you're like, I don't even want to fucking get rid of this thing. And you're like, they're asking you questions. They're like, I don't want you to fucking have it.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next time.